Hey Kooky Fiends and Scream Queens, my name's Buddy, I love rides, and today we're at Cedar Point for Halloweekends. That's right, it's the spookiest time of year here at America's Rock and Roller Coast, and today I'm going to be giving you my 5 beginner tips to navigating Halloweekends at Cedar Point. Let's do this. Tip number 1, and this is the most important tip, avoid Saturdays like the plague. I've been here this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and today is Sunday, and the park is way quieter today for early entry than it was for Saturday. And Friday, I got on pretty much all the roller coasters. I got in just about all the houses, and the most I waited was 40 minutes. Yesterday, the parking lot was at capacity. My husband had to park all the way in the back by the toll booths because he came in around 5 o'clock. Every line for every roller coaster was over an hour starting from park entry, and no haunted house had under a 45-minute wait. They closed Cornstalkers for a little while, so if you're coming to Cedar Point for Halloweekends, avoid Saturday. If you're gonna do a Saturday, try to bookend it with a Friday or a Sunday as well, so that way you can get on what you want to get on and actually have time to do it through the throngs of people. This is a nice, quiet Sunday midway. Highly recommend Sunday or Friday or even Thursday over Saturday, but you will get a better haunted house experience on Friday than you would on Thursday or Sunday. So maybe try for a Friday. Don't come Saturday. It's a whole nightmare, not the fun kind. Tip number 2, have a plan. Anytime you come to an amusement park, you should have a plan, but especially on Halloweekends. And especially if you're violating my tip number 1 and coming on a Saturday. So choose whether you want to do more rides or you want to do more haunted houses, and be sure that you have a strategy for how you're going to work your way around the park and get on everything you want. If you're going to do haunted houses, my recommendation would be to pick your most important house, get in line for it 30 to 45 minutes before the haunted house is open, and that way you'll be one of the first people through. You won't have to wait as long as the rest of the people will, and then you can get on the ride you want. If you have like 2 or 3 haunted houses, I would recommend waiting until closer towards the end of the night when the lines are shorter, and then maybe in the middle you could do some rides, eat some food, go through some walk-through scare zones, and just try to work towards the beginning and the end of the night for the haunted houses. For rides, your best bet is coming on Thursday. If you come on Thursday or Friday, and especially early in the day Friday, you're gonna be able to get on every single ride you want. If you come Saturday, you're gonna have to compromise, you're gonna have to miss out on some rides, but park's gonna be busy and full. So have a plan, pick your priorities, whether you wanna do rides or scare zones, and be sure to come up with a strategy to get around. If you need some strategies from me, leave me a comment below, and I'll gladly advise you on how best you should do Cedar Point. Let's head on to tip number 3. Tip number 3, come for multiple days. If you can only come for one day, you can usually squeeze all you want out of it, but if you come for 2 or 3 days, you'll be able to do everything you want and have a nice leisurely pace, so you won't be leaving your vacation feeling like you need a vacation. Thursdays and Fridays are best for rides, and Friday is best for haunted houses. Saturday and Sunday are better for walk-through scare zones, but be advised that they will get to capacity on Saturdays. Really kind of make Saturday more your calm, chill day, and then really go for it on Thursday, Friday. And also, if you have young ones, maybe try to keep to the front of the park on Saturday, since the chaos and crowds at night on Saturday in the back of the park make it hard to find the rest of your group. And if you have a large group, what we do is we'll all wear glow necklaces so we can spot each other in the crowd, and it's actually really, really useful. So come for multiple days, be sure to keep your group together, and split up what you're doing over the course of a couple days. Do some haunted houses one night and then focus on rides the next night, but be sure that you're coming multiple days to get the most out of it. All right, let's head to tip number 4. Tip number 4, get here early and stay late. Now, this doesn't mean that I want you to be here from when the gates open until when the gates close. Take a midday break, but you are going to be able to get the most done out of your whole day in the first 2 and the last 2 hours of the day. Lines will be shortest, there won't be as many people in the park, so really, really be sure you get here at park open or early entry if you have that benefit, and you stay until park close, and you hop in line for a ride or a haunted house right when the park closes. That's how you'll get the most out of your day. Be sure, if you're doing this strategy, that you're taking a midday break. Yesterday, I didn't do that, and I crashed. really hard right at 10 p.m., 2 hours before the park closed. So I only saw the giant crowds and didn't get to hop in line for something right at the end of the park. So get here early, stay late, and you'll be able to maximize the amount that you're doing. In the middle of the day, the crowds are the biggest. You're gonna have the longest lines. You're gonna spend the most time waiting. So take a break, have some lunch, eat a cookie. Maybe you could go on the boardwalk. Do something other than standing in line after the first 2 hours of the day and before the last 2 hours of the day. It's a whole lot more fun that way. All right, let's go to tip number 5. And tip number 5, be prepared for the scariest things, crowds. So I know right now it doesn't look like Halloweekends is too crowded, but this is Sunday for early entry, so it's not. But on Saturday, in October, the park will reach capacity. It will be a jam-packed park, and you will have a hard time navigating. So just be prepared for the crowds. If you're only coming for Saturday, I would highly, highly recommend Fast Lane or Fright Lane to skip the lines. The lines for Fast Lane and Fright Lane will be long, but the standby lines are even longer. It's nuts here on Saturday. Chaos. Be sure to keep your group together. Like I mentioned in one of the previous tips, we wear glow sticks around our necks. Maybe you could wear brightly colored shirts or have light up hats, some kind of accessory that in the dark, in a wall-to-wall people situation, you can point out in the crowd and see your people. That's important. And just be prepared to wait. Put on your patient pants. Thanks Molly and the crew over there, but you're gonna have to wait in line. It's gonna be a long day. Be prepared for crazy, crazy crowds, and especially as we get into October. If you're looking for less crowds, like I said, try doing Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and especially if you do a Thursday, Friday, Sunday in September, or if you have to do a Saturday early in September, maybe one of the first 2, and you'll minimize the crowds. What are your favorite Cedar Point Halloweekends tips? Are you planning on coming this year? Are you going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Thursday? Let me know in the comments below, and please like, share, comment, and subscribe for daily tips, tricks, clips, and travel vlogs. My name's Buddy. It has been a spooky experience here at Cedar Point. I'll catch you on the flippity flip.